Spain has changed hands many times over the centuries. Over the years it has been ruled or populated by a civilization called the Iberians, then later by the Romans, by the Muslims, and then again by the Roman under Christian rule. Spain first started to flourish under Roman rule. The Romans came and improved existing cities and built new cities, particularly Valencia, Merida, and León. The improved cities gave the Spanish population a higher level of living and allowed them to grow and progress. After the Roman Empire began to collapse, Germanic tribes began to invade the Iberian Peninsula. Even though it was the Germanic tribes that took over several parts of Spain, it was the Roman culture that still prevailed. In fact, many of the Germanic leaders became more Romanized even though the Roman Empire was on the brink of collapse. In the 8th century, the Muslims moved in and endured nearly 2 centuries of constant war with the Christians before the region broke up into several different kingdoms called the Taifa kingdoms. Eventually, the Castile kingdom had control of the majority of the peninsula. This kingdom evolved into the Imperial Spain. Over the years following the growth of the Imperial Spain, Spain expanded and opened trade routes through much of Europe, Africa, and even the New World. In constant competition with other countries such as Portugal and France, Spain quickly went through their golden age and arrived at bankruptcy. The bankrupt kingdom changed hands after a war between England, Portugal, France, and Spain that was intended to stop Spain and France from uniting. Spain was now, in the 18th century, under the rule of the Bourbons. Spain underwent several iterations of republics, always maintaining a crown until most recently in 1978, when the current constitution went into effect. This wasn't a popular decision and even spurred a coup that was stopped in 1980. Spain now operates as a constitutional monarchy. The king holds no executive role other than to appoint officials as a commander, act as commander-in-chief, and represent the country when visiting other nations. Most governing decisions are made by the congressional and judicial branches of the government.